The next item on the agenda is consider approval of budget transfer to EMS
Motion.
for $40,000.
Second.
Mr. Baxter?
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous.
The next item is department reports. Jimmy?
Last meeting, asked y'all if I could hire somebody, sanitation/road department. They had to have CDL. I got 2 applications and I called them when I told them the price, the area they was gonna get, they didn't want it. I'm gonna ask for another 2 more weeks, and if I can't get nobody, we're gonna have to hire somebody without license and hope they'll
Get the,
we're gonna have
let me ask this, what is that starting wage?
if you got a license, it's $10.50.
If you have a CDL license?
Got the CDL, it's $10.50. If you're not, it's $10.
Okay. How about this, guys?
I need to revisit that.
How about we look at that and try to figure something out, because $10.50 with a CDL license?
I think that'll work.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is difficult, ain't no doubt, and we definitely need to
And
address.
what would they be doing? Driving or riding?
Riding 75 to 80% of the time.
On the back of that white elephant?
On the back of
For $10?
$10.50, you got license.
But you can drive
$10.50, you
if,
got a license, that's right. I'm sorry.
but you can drive if need be.
You can't drive, yes, I'm hiring somebody, because, you know, we got people that's got vacation, they're sick, somebody's got to fill in.
Fill in.
I got 5 or 6 people, and he's wanting us to go clean these ditches out and keep all the brush and stuff out of them. We can't run around the county and do all that.
Who's on the road committee?
It ain't gonna happen.
You and Craig on the road committee.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get people right now. It really is. Barry's got the same problem. We all got the same problem. It's just very difficult, so.
Dave, if you don't mind, I think the court would be willing for you to get with the the road committee, which is Masher Wicker, Masher Bishop, and kind of take a look at that. And, you know, anymore, that's something that we will have to continually address, is wages, entry level and so forth.
Reasonable point.
Yes.
Especially
Right now, it's not reasonable. I was in the budget meeting 2 years ago, I was paying $10 an hour, cut the bike and before 2,000.
Yeah.
Well, I know you mentioned at the last meeting, you know, you talked about economic development, looking to get people more starting wage, and it's worked. I mean, the Career Center's doing it right now. They're all starting out at a higher salary than we are. You know, the only thing we do have is we do have some good benefits in the retirement that's second to none, so.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm like, Jimmy, you tell me, but if you've got a man or woman with a CDL, they can find a job for a whole lot more than $10 an hour. So.
One thing about it, you know, we got good hours. You know, a lot of people don't want to be away from their kids and family, and
Got expensive insurance too.
yeah, we've got good insurance, and I know the wage is it's tough. It makes it hard. We got maybe 1 or 2 applicants that with license that applied, and it's just hard. We do need to look at it for sure. I agree.
You know, if you go to,
Thank you.
if you go to the grocery store and get some groceries, you can't tell them, I got good health insurance. That don't work.
You know,
Do you ever mention our health insurance to them when you're talking to them?
Yeah, but they hear $10 an hour.
One person was 65-year-old, and when I
Oh,
told
wait a minute, time out, you stepping on some toes
when I had
now.
to ride the back of the garbage truck, he said, son, I'm 65-year-old, I don't think I'll be wanting to get on the back. I said, I don't blame you.
No money issue there then.
Do we want to advertise?
Yeah. Do we need to?
Need a motion?
Motion to advertise again, I guess.
Second.
Yeah, and then,
Mr. Baxter?
Craig.
Yes.
Mr. Quayle?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker? Yes. Unanimous.
Mr. Cochran, I'm sure you could help them out with that too. Thank you.
We removed Jack Rake's road slab, no water crossing, and I'm gonna leave it up to y'all, I believe we need to put some type of sign up, me and Keith will get together and try to make a sign, but I believe we need to put something up on kind of, one of the landowners said there's somebody got hung up in the creek the other night at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a 4-wheel drive, you're not gonna cross it. The garbage, I've had all the garbage, the people live on, they have to bring the garbage out. I've got no place to turn the garbage truck around. If it snows, you know, if it's real bad, we might have to go up in there, but it's gonna be rough to get a truck turned around back there. No place to turn a truck around, you can't cross the creek.
So you've informed them they need to bring the garbage up?
I've done it.
Get one of them.
Bring the garbage out.
How was that?
Huh?
How was, I mean,
I ain't heard nothing out of it yet.
didn't see any black eyes or anything, so.
That's a tough road, period. You know,
Yeah.
Jackie
Yeah.
can relate to that one. It, you know,
I bet-
it goes through a creek, so, you know.
I think,
Yeah, 2 creeks, exactly.
I think
Two
we're
trucks.
okay, I mean, I make a motion for a sign, but y'all have to figure out,
What, read, yeah.
motion to put us, we put signs there for the safety of the people.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker? Yes. Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Out here on Fairground Road, I get calls every day about the road being rough, where the gas company went and tore the road up, and then they blacktopped a little strip down through there. The city's doing blacktop next week, I think, and, we can blacktop our part if, the gas company don't pay for it. I think the judge is trying to
Yeah.
get it paid for.
I talked to Mike Close with Atmos, and he sent it, we got an invoice from Richard Milby, yesterday, and Mike has moved it, ahead to his boss. The thing about it, I'd just soon wait until we know for sure if they're gonna pay for it or not, whether we do it. It was $9,500. I think they should pay for it. They're the ones that messed the road up. We had just recently paved that road when it was tore out, messed up, and I made them know, made them aware of that when they, so I feel like that Atmos will help us out with that.
Well, they
And,
need to pay for it.
They should. I think they should as well. So,
Yeah, we'll just wait. That's
we'll
good.
just wait till if it's next year, it'll be next year, but at least it'll save us $10,000, so,
Probably be a better time of year to put it in anyway.
exactly. So, that's kind of what I'd like to do.
Bill Sullivan, I've been out there, started a project out there, it's 18 inches long, removing tree lines beside the road, site distance, trees off the road, just like this gentleman, y'all go out there and look. You know, I think it's a big help. You want to go out there at night, cut trees up and see in distance better. And,
You're getting also, like out there, the ditch is right at the edge of the road, and
you got no shoulder, you know, I know you can pass, but
It's not
got to
easy.
slow up, you know, you know how it is on
one lane, I don't, yeah.
And last night, we had several trees down. We got a lot of them cleaned up. We're gonna be cleaning that up and trying to get everything ready for the snow.
I hope so.
You're a little late right now. You're a little late.
But we got enough of it, we can do something with it if it comes enough.
Better get you some coffee.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate
Thanks,
you.
Jimmy. Keith?
I've got one addition to my written report. Masterson has a new road name that we need to bring in the system. It's down past the car wash in Loretta. Years ago, that was divided back in there to be developed, and it was named Millennium Drive. And now they're building duplexes back in there that will require addressing. And they want to keep it Millennium Drive, and that does not conflict with any of our other addresses. So I would request that you approve Millennium Drive, and I've given Chad the correct spelling of it.
That's a long sign, isn't it? Yeah, that is true. Close. Millennium.
Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Thank you, Keith.
Anything else? Barry?
I've monthly reports out. I take it that I haven't got any feedback much from you all, but if there's anything you'd like to see on it or you have questions about it, just let me know. If you'll look at the one page in there, it talks about the arrests, and you look at your agency, that's, I guess, one thing that keeps interesting to look at who's bringing them in. And, you know, I'm not saying that it does end up being the city of Lebanon did 66%.
Big, big part of it.
14.
That was the last time. They stay ahead.
Yeah, no, it's the charges are still, I mean, it's the failure to appear, contempt of court, and then it's drug charges. But the failure to appear and contempt of court are drug charges as well, so. I mean, it's just, it's not following through. Full house down there for sure. Right now, we've completed the reviews on the medical contracts, and it's been tough. We went back with the contract companies and tried to get them to sharpen the pencils as sharp as it can be, and there is no way out of it, but it's looking like it's pushing towards the $800,000+ a year. So with that, we've run the numbers of doing the self-management. And that's tough as well, because we're finding that it's tough to find local doctors and stuff that are willing to supervise us and be a part of that. And a lot of that's just because of the opioid crisis, the liver failure, the contagious diseases, and the lawsuits that come from that class of individuals. But we do have the current medical nurse practitioner from Barstown. She is willing to stay on at the same pay that she's getting now, and continue with our medical care. You look at the numbers, and we're looking at minus our startup cost, about $22,000. That's the startup of getting our medical records and getting our consultant started on helping us with the policies and training and oversight. And she was the doctor that was speaking with you all about getting the monthly reports that she's kind of like working for us, the court, and reporting back what's happening financially as well as efficiency with the medical department. I think it's time we give it a shot and we try going to self-management. We'll be the third county government to venture back into trying to do self-management of medical. But when you look at after our reviews, and Kevin and the judge and Joanna was with me on it, at the end of the day, these numbers are just figures anyway. And these medical, we're going to pay whatever it cost us to pay, plus the management fee. So I went ahead and I did a phone call to our current provider, they have the records, they have the trends and papers on our medical, and the best they could crunch it down to is about $840,000. And they wouldn't want to do it unless they took it just for a percentage, a 12% over cost to run medical. So my staff is up for the challenge. The medical, current medical manager, RN, she's willing to stay on. The current medical nurse practitioner is willing to stay on. We'll probably do it in a phase and just try to and kick off the self-management and get a good grip of where we're at, and build upon it as we go through the year next year. And if it, these companies will be right back at the door if we find ourselves in bigger, deeper water than we want to tread, then we can always go back to them. It's not like they're not going to be there. They're going to come to wanting to get back in if they can. But those figures, $100,000 or a little bit better, we've got to at least give it a try to self-manage.
Can you buy because I know that's an issue across the state, and work with different counties, but can we buy a rider that gives us a certain level of protection? Have you looked into that? I've heard that there's riders available that you can purchase that it goes up to a certain point and then they catch you from there. So from an insurance standpoint, they're taking the risk that you're not going to hit that number, okay? But if you do, it helps balance out, and I think it gives the county a little, it makes it easier to sleep at night, okay, knowing that that's going to be your ceiling.
Depending on the premium.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We did that when we were self-insured, didn't we?
Yeah.
We're carrying a premium anyway.
Yeah, we're carrying, right now, I talked to Sue Porter again twice today. The premium, we're covered on the malpractice and stuff.
Well, I'm not worried about
But
that.
he's
I know the
talking about
malpractice.
just the interim of care.
Right. I know in talking to some of these other jailers, that's what they've actually are looking into, and they gave me the name, I'll have to get it. But actually what they do is that it's basically you go to a certain point, let's say $800,000, a million, whatever, and then they provide you with a rider to cover up the percentage of over that number. So, okay, so in other words, it helps, let's put it this way, 800,000 is a big lick, but $1.2 million is even worse, okay? So that's what I'm saying, to look at the cost of the premium compared to it.
There's no out. I've got no kid, when I talked last time about having HIV cases and stuff that we got, I got a heart transplant in this past week. No kidding. And I'm still on rejection medication. So, it's coming. It's not if it's gonna happen, it's when it's gonna happen, because when we have the failing health of the criminal, of addiction is happening, we're having the kidney failure, the liver failures, and stuff happening. So it may be something we want to look at.
Let me get that, I'll get that name and give it to you, and you can look at it, because I think,
But right now, most definitely, there's a cost factor. With these numbers and what we studied, our shot is to try to see if we can save that $100,000.
that or the sheriff start locking up young, strong people,
Healthy, young, healthy.
healthy people.
Have you got anything from Frankfurt on, you're trying to get them to raise the,
That's, one thing I guess we'll bring up right now is me and the judge have talked this week, and we want to send a letter, just like we did last year, but we want to send it to our representatives and say, guess what? We want, to address the shortfall that we feel on the state per diem on housing these prisoners. We're going on 14 years with no adjustment to the per diems. Every other correctional entity's been adjusted based upon cost. So
Yeah, Larry and myself was at training this week, and it was a hot topic. It was one of the issues that everybody's concerned with, so.
I would hope that the court would join me in that letter. I really would like if there's something we could do as a unified.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Something unified.
I think
we're serious. We want them to address this 14 years with no per diem increase on these state prisoners.
Well, let me ask, obviously the Jailers Association's pushing that as well. That's,
Should be the jailers, judges, and magistrates.
That's
but
right.
I don't, John. It's that. Of course, this is a short session. They're not. They don't have to open the budget. Senator Higdon expressed that they will be opening the budget. I'm not sure if that was a real or not, but
election's over?
we've got to be putting it out there.
I wish I could make a bet on Vegas whether they'll help us out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
election's over with.
Well, that election's over with? Election's over with? Oh,
Yeah.
God dang.
Broke Barney's phone call up. Today, I do need approval. That's not in the bills. I need the approval that's highlighted on your paper there for Dr. Roscoe, $62.50, and for Correct Tech to start our medical electronic record or our initiation of $37.47.
They won't be combined, right? Two different motions.
Two different motions.
Motion, Dr. Roscoe, initial payment of $6,250.
Second.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Motion, Correct Tech, initial payment of $3,747.
Second.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Barry.
I'll have the letters drafted up and initiate this county initiative.
I was down there today, your building come along real well, looks like it's almost dried in. So is there like a tentative date you're trying to be done, or just when you get done? Or
Hopefully before the first of the year. All the receipts be done before the first year.
it looks
Good.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you, Barry.
Robert?
Currently, we're at $2,545 for the year. We have a full-time opening for an EMT. I posted it in-house. I think we're going to have several part-time people in the residential.
Good.
So the deadline, I think, is the 23rd. It's all good. finish that commission that we're getting hired one extra. I see who all interested, so that if they need to get notice wherever they're at to fill it, I appreciate that.
Motion to approve hiring.
Second.
MT.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Coyle? Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Unanimous.
Talked to our ambulance remounter yesterday. He's pretty sure he's got a box that'll fit our chassis that we have now.
Hallelujah.
That's what I'm saying. So, he sent me some pictures of it. As far as he's concerned, we just swapped it. The bid specs would all be the same as what we had. And, the last thing I have, Adam England applied for a firehouse sub screen. I told you all about it a couple months ago. Got the check the other day, it was $17,990.
Awesome.
We're gonna buy 2 more CPR devices.
Good.
That we will have in all of our trucks. But I want to give them a plug, Firehouse Subs,
Yeah.
because there's not any right here close. It just shows you that they do.
They're good
Let's
stuff.
do.
Good. Tell them thank you very much.
But I may get a letter, and if nothing else, have you all sign it, send it to them, thank them,
I think that'd be a great idea.
$17,990.
Thank you.
That's all I have, but you'll have any questions.
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Gary?
Well, I think most of the county fared out pretty good last night for no damage. Eastern part of the county got a little damage, but overall, we fared out very well. As you saw in the paper, the previous week, we had a small tornado down. And at first, they didn't believe me. They come out, they still didn't believe me until we started taking measurements. And we didn't have an F0 tornado. We've never seen one in 30 plus years like that. You know, they usually have distinctive drop, small trail, then pick up. He just came down, dropped, and took right off again. So, some of you have been looking outside. We got a little pretty white stuff coming down. We're supposed to get maybe an inch tonight. So just a heads up on that. We're right now at the freezing mark. So right now the roads are still warm. So things are going to melt, but I guarantee come morning, there's going to probably be some several slick spots. So word to the wives and your family and loved ones, winter's upon us. So we got to start changing our driving habits. Any question if you have?
Good shape. Thank you very much, Al.
Thank you. Thank you, Gary.
Appreciate it. Is Kay not here?
No, she's,
Me and Larry been out there this afternoon, and the smell is better in the building.
it's clean.
The fans seem to be working.
Helped out a bunch.
Helped out a lot, and she said it's been pretty quiet.
she's
So I don't want to jinx, I don't want to jinx her, so.
calm before the storm. She said.
Yeah, exactly. That's good, though.
But everything seemed to be fine out there.
Good, and her
Awesome.
I don't see anybody from the Career Center. I know they did some mock interviews at the high school, I think today, yesterday. And I know they're really busy out there. Everybody's looking for help, so if anybody needs a job, I recommend you go to the Career Center. They'll guide you in the right direction, so.
Or call Jimmy Rakes.
Call the county, there you go. Under old business, new business, there's, remind everybody of the Hep A and flu shot November the 20th from 9 to 12 at the detention center. And that's all I have. Has anybody else got anything?
I've got,
Yeah, I do.
oh, go ahead, Terry.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I think Joe Pat Kirkland was contacted by someone about the fire department's getting
Fiscal
out.
from LGDKU sent a letter to the Fire Department. She's trying to meet with as many fire departments as possible. And it's kind of a meet and greet to go over gas lines and stuff like that. And then I called her back. And I said, we'd like to try to get, where you can come to Lebanon and hit 5 fire departments at one time. So I'd like to be able to use the 3rd floor of this building, have a meeting on December 11th, Tuesday at 6 p.m.
Right.
Who was she again?
Crystal Keller.
Crystal Keller.
So, yeah, so we'll reach out to all the chiefs. Now, let me ask you this, is this, of course, I mean, this is open firefighters, chiefs,
Yes.
rescue squad?
We can kind of get, notify everybody, get a head count, how many is coming, and we can kind of plan how many we can cover each department.
All right, well, we'll reach out to.
What time again, Joe Pat?
6
o'clock.
December 11th. Thank you, Mr. Kirk.
Does anybody else have anything?
Yeah, I want to donate $1,000 of my community projects money to 1,000 to the Foreign Arts Center, 1,000 to Girls on the Run, 1,000 to the Save the School Committee. Motion.
Second.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Unanimous?
I want to save about 5,000 for Joe Pat to work with.
I'd like to, the Caring Place is having their Thanksgiving dinner, and they were looking for some assistance in regards to purchasing food and so forth for the family and the kids. So I would like to donate $500 community project funds to the Caring Place for Thanksgiving.
Is that, you need some help more, they need, will that do it for them, or they need more?
Yeah, well, actually, I think they were also reached out, and they've gotten personal donations and so forth, so I think they're all right. Unless you'd like to give 100 or so.
Yeah, I'd like to donate 200,
That'd be great,
for sure.
because they always have expense, I mean, that's for sure. And I appreciate that. I know they will as well.
What about toys for the kids at Christmas? Is it later on? Or?
Yeah, that's later on. That's when Junior does.
I'd like to.
Get that, Kevin?
You get a motion on that?
I haven't yet, but
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Unanimous?
I'd go to now, I mean, to help Lord Head Start, $5,650. I have a list of needs. I'll give the court and receipts when they get them. Good motion. Yes.
Second. Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
$50 to the lowest grade.
Grand Marshal this year.
You know, it's Grand Marshal.
Second.
$1,250 for a Christmas present. Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Unanimous?
We pay the bills yet?
Anybody else got anything?
Pay the bills
Second.
with the conditions that are in it?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Masterson?
Yes.
Mr. Elder?
Yes.
Mr. Wicker?
Yes.
Mr. Webb?
Yes.
Unanimous?
Thank you, guys.
Anybody else?
Everybody be safe.
Be careful going home.